Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Brando again, here with Brando's Sports World. Today we're going to talk about team number 99 of the Top 100 Countdown for the 2022 season predictions. I do apologize because you can hear fireworks. Today is the 4th of July, so we're going to get some fireworks started right here, right now. Right now we're going to talk about team number 99, and I do have that as the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Last year their record was 6-7. Their offensive points per game was 28.8, which ranked number 64th in the entire country. And their opponent's points per game was 31.4. That ranked number 100 out of all the FBS teams. So their defense still needed some work. Their offense did have some bright points, but it just wasn't enough to get the job done, going 6-7 last year. So we'll get into it right now, though. They do have a new coach of Timmy Chang. I believe it's his first year as an FBS head coach, and I don't know too much about his background, but I have watched Hawaii games from time to time, and kind of hope that they do really well. I just, one of those fun teams to always kind of watch every year. But anyways, we'll kick it off here. I do got the first game. It is against an SEC team. However, it is an SEC bottom dweller in Vanderbilt. I do have the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors winning Timmy Chang's first game, and they will be 1-0 at that point. Moving along here to game number 2, we have them going up against the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Western Kentucky is a solid team. I do think they are going to be a solid group of 5 team. Not a team you really want to play out of conference, but a team that you're going to have to win against if it does pull up on your schedule. And I do have the Rainbow Warriors taking their first loss of the season, so that'll make them 1-1 at that point. Moving on to game 3, they're playing an away game here, and it is against Michigan. That's obviously very tough. I don't think that this game is going to be too close. I don't think that they have the horses to run with Michigan at all. And I think this will be a big blowout, looking like a 50-10 game, maybe a garbage touchdown by Hawaii. And that's going to make their season go to 1-2 at that point. Moving on to game number 4, they're playing Duquesne. Not much needs to be said there. There's a potential for it to be close maybe in the beginning, but I think that Rainbow Warriors will pull this out, and they'll move on to 2-2 for the year. Moving along to game number 5, they play at New Mexico State. New Mexico State has been tough in recent years for a lot of these other teams. I do think that that will be a challenge for the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. I do think this will be a close game, but the fact that it's an away game, that kind of speaks volumes to it. And I'm going to go ahead and give the edge to New Mexico State here. So I'm going to give Hawaii the loss. Moving on to game number 6, it's at San Diego State. That's another tough team that you don't want to have on your schedule. San Diego State is it's not a powerhouse by any means, but they definitely can get the job done. This is an away game as well, and for that reason, I'm also going to go ahead and give the loss to the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Now, at this point, they are 2-4, so they have a lot of work to do on the rest of the schedule. So let's see what else we got going on here. Game number 7. They have the Nevada Wolfpack. Nevada's another semi-tough team. They had an okay season last year, and I think that'll be about the same where they stand this next year. I do think this benefits Hawaii for it being a home game, but there's not much to show for a home game in Hawaii, to be honest. I do think this is going to be another loss, unfortunately. So we'll move on to game number 8. That is against Colorado State. That is in Fort Collins away in Colorado. I do think that this will be a closer game, and I'm actually going to go ahead and give Hawaii a win here. It'll kind of help their season out a little bit moving down the list here. But we'll see how many more games they win. That'll give them 3 wins, and moving on to their next game, it is up against Wyoming. Wyoming, I don't think they're near as tough as like a San Diego State or, I don't know, New Mexico State even on their schedule. But it is a home game, and I think that they have an opportunity to win this game, and they definitely should win this game, and hopefully they do. I do have them winning against the Cowboys. So moving along to Fresno State, that's their next game. It is an away game, and Fresno State is going to be a very tough team this year. I do think they're going to do very well. Not as well as like a Cincinnati, but definitely up there at that point. I do think this game won't be as close. It might be close in the beginning, first half. First half, maybe first quarter even, not even so much the first half. But we'll go ahead and give the Bulldogs the benefit of the doubt here, and especially because it's an away game, Hawaii's going to definitely take the loss, unfortunately. Moving along to Utah State. Utah State, I'm gonna have to do a little more research this year about Utah State. I don't have much time to watch the Aggies. I've probably seen maybe a handful. I could count it on my fingers about how many games I've actually seen of them over the last maybe even 5, 6, 7 years. And they've always just been kind of a middle of the pack team in their conference. I do think that they will probably beat Hawaii. I'm going to go ahead and give Utah State the win here. Like I said, I got to do a little bit more research about it, but we'll go ahead and give Utah State the win. So they've been on a losing streak. They've lost the last 2 games. Hawaii has. Moving on to game number 12 is against the UNLV Running Rebels. I don't think UNLV is going to be a very solid team. They don't usually tend to not be, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and give Hawaii the win here, and that's going to go ahead and give them their 5th win of the season. So to become bowl eligible, they're going to have to win this next game. This next game is at San Jose State. It's a very winnable game. It's very possible that they do come out of this with a win. However, because it is a away game, that does make it quite a bit more challenging. But with a lot on the line for them to become bowl eligible and possibly make it to a bowl like the Hawaii Bowl, which would be nice for them as well, I do have Hawaii winning this game. So with that being said, Hawaii does become 6-7. They do become bowl eligible. That gives them an opportunity to, you know, become .500 on the season for Timmy Chang's first year coaching these guys. Like I said, I do like the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. That's a team that I will watch from time to time, and I look forward to their games. Granted, a lot of them tend to be a little bit later. Me being in the Midwest, it makes it a little bit harder for me to check them out, but I do like the team overall in itself. So with that being said, I do have them going 6-7. Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, your 99th ranked team of the 2022 college football team projections. So we'll see this next time. Again, I'm Brando with Brando Sports World, and I look forward to going down the rest of these lists and seeing what else we have for you. So stick around, subscribe, and we'll talk later. Thank you.